Movement is medicine.
Welcome back to RBD TV. It's another episode of Movement is Medicine. Thank you all for joining and coming back once again. If this is your first time, this is a segment of what I call Movement is Medicine. So it's more so a highlight on movement and different ways of movement. Sometimes I'm going to be talking, most times I am going to do, man, that frog is taking major leaps. Shout out to that frog. But yeah, so mainly it's all going to be about movement. But also we're going to be exploring different types of movements as well. Another talk that I'm going to be talking about for my next talk when it comes to movement is medicine is going to be about feng shui. This one right here, since it is a stretching video, I was wondering if I was going to do Fridays. Fridays is kind of late in the week, people's work week. I know how Wednesdays, like when we're in that hustle and bustle, we love Wednesdays because it's that midpoint of like, all right, I'm halfway there. I'm halfway through the battle of like working this 9 to 5 and things like that. So, and then like just it's a nice refresher to have little breaks in between our work periods. So I feel like I'm a set for Wednesday. Don't hold me to it. I'm a test it out. I'm gonna fill it out. But also let me know, give me feedback on what days are working well with you when you get on YouTube or having something to look forward to when it comes to certain material. You know what I'm saying? When we're trying to be motivated and inspired throughout our day, throughout our work week, you know what I'm saying? And just throughout our day to day, you know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, if you made it this far, comment in the comment section something new that you learned this week. What is something that you learned this week? I want to see in the comment section so we can keep building, but also keep growing together as well. Something that I learned new this week. That's a good question. Something every day has been like a series of learning more about myself. So something that I learned new this week would have to be, I think it's more, I'm at a point where I'm like remembering a lot of things too. But I would say something new that I learned this week. I'm putting myself on the spot right now. I love it. All right. I'm not going to hold you long. I'm just going through my mind because a lot of things that I've been doing, let me tune that out a little bit. It's a truck going by. We don't usually get big trucks on this road. Well, actually, yeah, we do, unless there's like a shipment. Sometimes people got like big shipments and stuff like that. They gotta get delivered to their homes. All right, so now that the truck has passed, all right, that gave me some time to stall a little bit on delivering what I learned new this week. So something that I learned new this week is the process of um I guess exploring the dynamics of sound because I'm studying more of sound and things like that. I know what I know, but I don't know everything that I want to know or feel like I should know. Um, a lot of this right now is really tapping into like the intuitive side of just creation and things like that, but also not allowing that to hold me back from being able to broaden my horizon and look at other inspiring composers and things like that. So that's been something that's been really fun for me. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into these stretches. I'm not gonna hold y'all long, you know what I'm saying? So first of all, I want to start off with, let's do some jumping. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm not like, I'll probably mute myself after this, just so it's not causing any interruptions or auditorial problems. So what you want to do is just shake it out. If you can find a place to get grounded, that's awesome. But if not, if you're in the house, you know what I'm saying, take your shoes off. Why you wearing shoes in the house, man? All right, so now we're gonna do our arm circles, going backward or front, whichever one you started with. Okay, we're doing the small arm circles. All right, now we're gonna take it to the front or wherever opposite direction for you. For me, it's frontward, still doing small circles. All right, and then we're gonna alternate those arm swings like so. Okay, now we're gonna do bigger arm circles. I'm gonna go backward again. And, excuse me, going forward, doing bigger arm circles. All right, and I'm gonna alternate the arms again, arm swings, whatever you want to call these. Okay, now we're going to do a leftover right with my arm so that I can stretch out my shoulder, more so the shoulder blades in the back. Okay. Then we're gonna switch arms with the right arm, right over left. All right. So what you want to do each time you want to hold for at least 20 to 30 seconds and just breathe. Let's see where we're going to go next. All right. So we're going to do what we call, or what you can call, the chicken wing for some people. Yeah. So basically you're just bringing that arm overhead, over and behind the head. And what you want to do is end up here. Then we're going to take the opposite hand, put it on our elbow, and bring it down a little bit, just a little bit, where it's comfortable. And you're gonna feel a pull here. As long as it's comfortable, you're in a good position. You just want to feel that good stretch. And remember what I was saying about not trying to aim to go deep, especially suddenly. Trying to go deep too suddenly can cause irritations, could also cause injury. So being mindful about the way we're progressing, um, doing so in a wise manner. So we're gonna do the same thing here, opposite arm. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do some toes, toe touching. And the best trick to ever get deeper inside of any stretch, if that is your desire, is once you're here, once you find your comfort zone and you want to get deeper, try doing so slowly. All right. If you find yourself running into a wall or a barrier, that's as far as you think you can go at that moment. Stay there for at least 20 to 30 seconds if it's comfortable, as long as it's comfortable. Then go deeper. Inhale. And that exhale is going to propel and help you to get deeper into any type of stretch that you're wanting to get deeper in. Starting to get toasty now. All right. So the reason why I'm wearing these pants too is because we got a lot of mosquitoes out here. So I already got mosquito blood on my shirt by accidentally swatting it away, and then I end up hitting it. So it is what it is. It is, but it isn't, you know. All right, so what we're gonna do next is, all right, let me show you frontward first. All right, so I'm getting on the ground. I'm gonna get on the floor. We're gonna get in contact with the ground. So you wanna get on the ground or the floor. Sit with your back straight. Then you're gonna have your legs straight in front of you, your toes pointed up. Then we're basically gonna do the same thing, but sitting down. So like this. And that way we can get a little deeper into the back of the hamstrings as well. Because I have a different variation that I go into, and sometimes that might be too advanced for some people. So I have to keep these things in mind. Just because it's my normal doesn't mean it's normal for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So showing these different variations can give you a list of options and also just different, just options to choose from. So you don't have to stick to one set or particular way of going about your movement and things like that. And that's a little bit of feng shui as well, because when we're taking the opportunity to see what can be changed, yeah, something can be working, but also let's experiment with something else, because that's how we find out what we dislike and like, you know what I'm saying? So taking the opportunity to explore variety, variety is the spice of life. So next, what we're gonna do is, there's so many things that you can do from this too. Cause you can all right, so you can let's take the right leg and make a 4 with our leg. So basically this is gonna be the 4. And you can isolate the left leg. So now we're doing more here, and you're gonna feel it in that hamstring. Okay. But this is also helping the back in this area behind and here when we're going here. Okay. So the deeper that you go into your stretch, the more you're gonna feel the pull in the back and in the hips. So this can also be a good hip stretcher as well. And then we're gonna switch feet or switch legs. Do the same thing. This one I probably need to do more of, especially on this leg. It's about to be 1 year post recovery for my knee. I had like a meniscus tear. I never went to go get it checked. I just heard something pop. I couldn't walk properly for a good couple weeks. Well, a good week, but then it was just still irritation in the knee. But it's a lot better now. Experiencing something like that is so scary because I just got started with my UFC training. I mean, not UFC training. I got an imagination. I was doing MMA stuff, and I just got into the gym and stuff like that. So I had to like take a pause because that was my first time experiencing something that dramatic, and like especially as an adult, have like broken bones. It's like, all right, I gotta take it easy so I can go to work or make some money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's cool being on the other side, seeing that it's repairable and things like that. So every day working to get stronger, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give up on my vision of having a diamond body, you know? So we doing the butterfly stretches right here. Also hip openers. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to show y'all was these right here to stretch the back. So what you'll do is the same thing as like before, but what you're going to want to do is take your right leg and send it across your left. Probably where your knee is going to be like an alignment where your foot is. So then you're going to take your elbow and then just turn back this way. So this is going to be stretching the back. Okay. Same thing on the opposite side. And here. Make sure you're breathing. I use my elbow on my knee just for that extra support to get a little further back when I'm twisting. Okay. All right. So is that all for the groundwork? Yeah. Okay. So y'all already know I love doing these right here though. Like those lunge, but also like those deep squats going in here. So here, 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 and here. If you can get there, you're gonna feel that all here, 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 here. Okay, let's go into a squat deep as you can. Because what we're aiming for is opening our hips. We want to be Thailand strong when we get to these squats, man. You ever see like people in Thailand, dude? They don't have no problem like just popping a squat, man. They got like expertise level of squatting over there. So once you just keep making it a habit and just, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be effortless. You can just pop the squat and just get into those deep stretches for the hips. That's important for mobility um and things like that. So all right. Next, we're going to keep our feet spread apart. And I'm gonna shift my left foot outward, and I'm gonna keep this back foot, the right foot, straight so that I can lean like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the opposite side. Bring out my right foot and switch my left foot straight. And then we're gonna go to the right side. And from here, I like to twist out. So now I'm gonna take my back foot and send that straight, aligned with my right foot. So then my back leg is going to turn with my foot, basically. All right. Then we're gonna go into that lunge position. All right. Then the same thing over here. Lunge position. Gotta make sure you're equal on both sides, both polarities. Make sure you're just as strong. One side is going to be dominant than the other. That's inevitable. But as close as we can get, we want to make sure that we're as whole as possible. Sharpening up on our weaknesses, not just our strengths. I'm left-handed dominant, but I also work with my right hand. I did more upper body, but now anything that I do on my upper body, I have to do on my lower body. So I just keep in mind, however many sets you want to do on your upper body, that's how many sets and reps you need to do for your lower body. I need to have harmony, equilibrium, but also making sure that I'm whole in all aspects of my body, you know what I'm saying, as much as possible. That's what I strive for, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed this movement is medicine episode for stretching. And until next time, much love and enjoy the rest of your week, your day, wherever you are. Till next time.